Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel November Tarot. Hope you're doing well. And if you're new here, do give a subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified of my future uploads. And as you can see in the title above, we are going to look at how Jupiter transit into Gemini will impact you. And if you're wondering, this is actually sidereal transit, which means like Vedic astrology, whereby it may not be compatible with the Western astrology in case if you're following that. So Jupiter will be entering the sign of Gemini, I think around mid-May, and it'll drop the dates in the description. So let's see how what happens when Jupiter is going to transit seven places from itself, from the original sign of Sagittarius. And there'll be two piles, and you can see the thumbnail for it. There'll be two images, and this will be pile one, pile two. Either look at the thumbnail or yeah, do the selection with the cards, and I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading. For you, the cards we got is Venus in Gemini, flattery, and Saturn in Sagittarius, which is fulfillment, and Sun in Gemini, which says versatility. And for your tarot cards, we got Ten of Pentacles, Hanged One, which is the Hangman, and also Two of Cups. What I'm seeing for you is something really beautiful. Look at this man, right? Let's begin with fulfillment. He seems to be so contained with himself. He looks like a seasoned sailor, seasoned merchant. I think he's earned all that he wants for, like, whatever he set out for. I think he has achieved that. And this is the same card which I'm getting, the same energies I'm getting for Ten of Pentacles is someone who is so accomplished, who has become so accomplished that they have literally settled their entire family. Again, this is generational wealth, the legacy concept of it. I think one person has solely managed to get all that they want. I think this might apply to some of you. I mean, I understand it cannot be for everyone, but some of you all can literally be very much settled in life in this particular transit itself. Not only that, I can see your personal relationships flourishing because this Venus in Gemini flattery card, as well as this Two of Cups, they do mirror certain similar energies, right? Like two people are looking at each other, two people are looking at each other. And though this is a water sign card, I'm also getting that you will know how to make your relationship flourish. Like, look at this yeah, plant which is flourishing. I think Gemini has a very notorious reputation of being the untrustworthy one because they are two-faced and other things. But the other positive aspect of having Gemini is that they know how to play by the situation, and they know how to talk their way into someone or like out of the situation in case if they find themselves to be dangerous. They are pretty witty and pretty intelligent like that. I think somewhere, I think this aspect, the light aspect of Gemini is going to come out because Jupiter might accentuate this placement for you. In case if you have Venus in Gemini, I can see you have going on a couple of dates and meeting new people. Some you may click with, some you may not click with. I'm sorry, it's vice versa. No? This guy is sad. So some you may not click with, some you may click with. You can see eye to eye with some people. I think you are meeting a lot of people. If you've been dating, or like if you want to date, I think you can meet a lot of people with whom you can so different seeds, some relationships, some you know especially the Gemini is the sign of Mercury, right? Mercury is also a trader, someone with whom you have to exchange energies, not just on a relationship front. You have to you might combine resources and other things. Yeah, you can even start business with few people if that's what you want. And Sun and Gemini, again, versatility. They are known to be very versatile, right? Gemini people are like very they are mutable signs. Mutable signs go both ways. Not necessarily bad, but it makes them very changeable. They're easily adaptable to everyone, and they look, this person is very flexible. I think somewhere your flexibility might rise physically or even emotionally. You might be more open to ideas, more open to people. Again, especially in partnerships, because Gemini is seventh from Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is going now seventh from itself, which means he is going to expand the wisdom of partnerships, but with a tinge of Gemini's traits, which means the Gemini aspect will be absorbed by Jupiter to help people deal with partnerships, especially you, since you picked this pile. If you've been struggling with some kind of a partnership, some kind of a relationship which is not working out, two people are so stubborn, they don't even meet eye to eye, then in this time, I think you will find either people will be flexible for you, or you will be very easygoing, because Jupiter is going to expand and bring that joy into it. And also even the fourth house, the family affairs, because Pisces also is co-ruled by Jupiter, right? Now Jupiter will go four places from itself, which is like the house of mother, the house of home. So here there is a home, right? There is a home life denoted here. So yes, in case if you have issue, if you had issue with your home or with your mother, or somewhere that can ease out, you can find a greater wisdom. So old lady is there, right? So yeah, everybody is functioning amicable. Jupiter will basically bring positive happy vibes to you. Yeah. even if the situation is not really conducive, it will help, it will bring you that wiseness, whereby you will start to see the positive even of the, say, any negative things. Because overall your mental well-being will be very good, is what I'm saying. Because there is this hanged man in the beginning of, I'm sorry, in the middle of the reading, right? So hangman is a very passive card, but at the same time a very powerful card, because hanged one itself talks about Pisces. If you know into a tarot and astrology, right? Hanged one denotes Pisces. It has a negative connotation about complacency, or like not taking action. But hanged one, again, look at this illumination. This is exactly what Jupiter is all about. Jupiter is that guide, is that wise one. He's the teacher for the devas, as per Indian mythology as well as Hindu beliefs. So he's very much required if someone wants to get married, some, if any auspicious thing has to happen in someone's life. Jupiter is very much required as per the Indian belief system. So when he enters, like, he will give you these epiphanies, whereby you will know how to tackle people, or you will know how to change yourself to get whatever the output that you want. So Jupiter will be a great guidance for you. And since I'm seeing no one else, this can be something which is happening within you. That is what this hangman is all about, the personal transformation, which will give you fulfillment. You will be shown the way to fulfillment, by employing this Gemini antics, which is flattery as well as being versatile. And furthermore, I got two cards for you. One is says transits climate, as well as oppositions confrontation. I think opposition is already there in the cards, because you have Gemini as well as Sagittarius, which are opposing signs, right? Again, again, what this just reinforces what I already told. You will find amicable solutions. You won't be fighting people again. Not nor will they be fighting you. And also, it's a climate, it's a cycle. I think you will understand this now much better, because yeah, this is your time to set things right. Eventually you will achieve your goals. That's how Jupiter is going to bless you via his transit for another 1 year. So if you like this reading, do give a like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile 2. For your cards, we got Chiron Heal, Mars and Scorpio Revenge, Saturn and Taurus Ostentation, third house Communication. For the tarot, we got Magician, Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. So, what I'm getting instantly for your reading is that you will be reaping whatever you have sown. And for Mars in Scorpio card to come, it is a pretty intense card, because Mars co-rules the sign of Scorpio along with Ketu in Vedic astrology, as well as Pluto in Western astrology. And it's not a very light combination, and this is not even talking about something very light either. So if you see, I think Jupiter is going to now enter the eighth sign from Scorpio, which is Gemini, which itself tells something, right? Eighth from eighth is like, if you know Vedic astrology, you will know something is gonna be revealed, because eighth sign is Scorpio is all about secrets, and even sex scandals and many things above all. Yeah, I think some kind of truth will be revealed, which was in the bushes for a very long time, since this couple is looking like they are in the bushes, or like inside the cave, or somewhere that is somewhere hidden. Scorpio is about that hiddenness, right? Something will come out, and that will let you take your revenge, as well as it will help you, enable you to heal. So this need not be something like extramarital or in relationships. Some kind of backstabbing, even by known people, unknown people, something will happen in your life, whereby you will be enlightened or illuminated about something, because Jupiter is all about illumination. He's the Dev Guru, they say. He's a preceptor of the gods, as per Hindu mythology as well as religion. And also Saturn in Taurus, which talks about wealth. It says ostentation. So being ostentatious is like, basically displaying your wealth and being very crude about it, not caring what others think, right? I think for some people this can be your revenge. Maybe Jupiter will bless you so abundantly that you don't have to do much. Actually, you just have to show up as yourself, just not even brag your blessings, but brag about your blessings. But even you living your blessings might prove to be your own revenge, whether you think of it that way or not. This also will help you heal. Jupiter there will help you heal by recognizing the blessings that you already have in life, by also putting it out in display. Say if you always had a triple BHK house, and like you wanted to have a, what do you say, a bungalow or a palace or whatever that is, penthouse, but somewhere Jupiter there will make you feel good about what you already have. So that will heal a part of you. So I'm putting it very very light, okay? There are other aspects of it, because it's gonna reveal some kind of deep dark secrets also. For some people it will range from something small to something really bad to others. So I'm not here to scare anyone, because you might fall in either way of the spectrum, and you might have these positions also, Mars in Scorpio or Saturn in Taurus. This might be a triggering position also. Certain things might get triggered when the transit happens. But and also, like third house communication, this can also relate to your community, to your siblings. So somewhere I think you might have your moment in the sun, they say, no? Yeah, especially within the community, or if you were one of the siblings who were always overlooked, by your parents or something. I think somewhere, since this revenge card is like really drawing my attention, because I do have some Scorpio placements, so I do understand the energy behind that card. But I also sense it need not be as gruesome as Scorpio need not be as gruesome as anyone is making it to be. Scorpio is a very emotional sign, so the revenge which this card denotes might be mostly emotional too. The way, other people, if especially if they wanted to put you down and they are seeing you live your life, they might even term you ostentatious, when and in reality you're just accepting your blessings. So that itself, sometimes not even offending people, consciously, is also seen as a revenge by universe. I hope I phrased that right, because sometimes you just being you triggers people. So you're not even actively doing anything, but people are triggered. That itself, serves as your revenge, in their eyes especially. But there's nothing they can do about it, and then you'll be able to heal a lot of wounds caused by this kind of jealousy or whatever that is. Scorpio is also a sign which denotes jealousy. If you know the story of Jeshta, but it's not, but it is like rightful jealousy, or like rightful, what to say, questioning. If you can Google this story of Jeshta as well as the moon Chandra, and you will know actually Jeshta was one of the stars which saw constellations, which is in the sign of Scorpio. Actually, it was a woman, 27 nakshatras, and I don't want to get into the story, but you will know why she was why Scorpio has this story, or like the signification of being jealous. And for the tarot cards, I got 10 of cups, 9 of pentacles, and the magician. I think you have all the willpower, and you will recognize that magician is the card of Gemini in tarot. I will also say it's a card of Scorpio, because in fact, if you see, Scorpio is like the sign which is associated with occult divination, basically magic itself. And also the number 8 in reverse is the sign of infinity, which is also the eighth sign, which corresponds to the eighth sign. And yeah, it is done in darkness and mystery, right? It's not like no magician is gonna openly show what the cards they are gonna play. So that is also there. The secret hidden secrecy aspect of Scorpio is also coming here. So to me, magician also represents Scorpio as well as Gemini. And also 10 of Cups. I think somewhere you will meet your happy ending. That will be your revenge. So the revenge here is not about destroying others, but the revenge here is about you building yourself up emotionally, via Chiron healing, so that you can have a proper family dynamic. You can be a well valued member of your society, as well as you building your own whatever that is, your wealth, your money, all by yourself. I mean, this can seem a little, what to say, a little lonely. For me, Nine of Pentacles gives me that loneliness, but yeah, it gives you a confidence like no other. So I think that's what universe wants for you, and Jupiter here will help you to get all that, because you will feel that magician that you are. You'll know how to exactly extract, or what exactly to do to get whatever you want from life, and you will be given with that wisdom and guidance in the timely fashion. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Pile 2, do give a like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.